high above the quietest corner of the sky. In a place where even the winds whispered softly, there lived a tiny cloud named Pofi. Pofi was unlike any cloud the sky had ever known. While the other clouds floated around in soft shades of white and gray, Pofi carried a small, glowing blue tail that shimmered like morning dew catching the first light of dawn. The other clouds thought Pofi was special, but Pofi didn't feel special at all. If anything, Pofi felt different and a little unsure of what that meant. While the other clouds drifted with the wind, turning into gentle rain or fluffy shadows, Pofi preferred to transform into shapes. Sometimes Pofi became a soft heart, sometimes a butterfly, and sometimes a small soaring bird. The sun always giggled, yes, giggled, whenever Pofi changed form. It made the whole sky feel playful. But recently, Pofi had begun to feel curious about the world below. The earth looked so full of color and sound. From above, Pofi would watch the trees sway like they were dancing, the streams sparkle like silver ribbons, and the kids running through meadows with laughter that flew all the way to the clouds. And among all those wonders, one little human caught Pofi's attention more than anything else. His name was Limo. Limo explored the forest every day, humming soft tunes to himself. He wasn't afraid of anything, not the rustling bushes, not the evening shadows, not even the strange hooting of owls at night. He spoke with birds, pretended the breeze was passing him secret messages, and sometimes just lay in the grass to watch the sky. But one morning, Limo wasn't humming. He walked slowly, kicking small stones on the path, his shoulders drooping. He looked lonely. Pofi felt a soft tug inside, a glowing warmth right in its blue tail. So Pofi drifted lower and lower until it floated just above Limo's head. The blue tail flickered gently, sending down a soft glow. Limo looked up and smiled for the first time that day. "Hello, little cloud," Limo whispered. "Are you here for me?" Pofi couldn't speak, but it shimmered its blue tail again. That meant yes. From that day on, Limo and Pofi met every morning. Pofi danced through the sky, shifting into shapes that made Limo laugh. A rabbit, a dragon, a fish, a star, a flower. And in return, Limo told Pofi stories about how leaves changed colors, how tiny frogs hopped through puddles, how nighttime crickets sang lullabies, and how fireflies blinked like tiny floating lanterns. Pofi listened, glowing brighter each day. Limo felt less lonely, and Pofi felt braver. But one afternoon, as the sky began to blush orange, dark clouds rolled in big, stormy, rumbling clouds. The wind swirled and pushed every small cloud upward. "Pofi, come up," they warned. "The storm is too strong." But Pofi saw Limo standing alone beneath the trees. The wind whipped around him, and the forest grew darker by the second. Pofi hesitated only for a moment, then drifted down, not up. The storm roared, sending wild gusts across the forest floor. Limo stumbled and shielded his face. Then, whoosh, Pofi swooped in, spreading its fluffy body wide, creating a soft shield above the child. The blue tail glowed fiercely, wrapping Limo in a warm, calm light. "You're protecting me," Limo whispered, touching the gentle cloud. Right then, plib, a tiny raindrop fell from Pofi's side. Then another, and another. Pofi realized what was happening. It was turning into rain. But strangely, it didn't feel scary anymore. Because the raindrops glowing from Pofi weren't ordinary drops, they shined with faint blue sparkles. And everywhere they touched, tiny blue flowers bloomed in the wet earth. Limo's eyes widened. Pofi, you're making magic rain! The storm gradually passed, and Pofi felt lighter in a new way. Its fluffy shape thinned, drifting upward, while the small glowing tail floated higher and higher until it turned into a tiny blue star twinkling above the forest. Limo wiped his tears, not of sadness, but of wonder. You're still watching, aren't you? The blue star blinked softly. It was Pofi's way of saying, always. Days turned to weeks, yet the forest never forgot the magical storm. Blue flowers grew everywhere Pofi's rain had touched, lighting the woods with little dots of gentle color. Animals played among them, and Limo would sit surrounded by the blossoms, reading stories aloud to the sky. Every night, before bed, he looked up at the glowing blue star and whispered, "Good night, Pofi." And the star flickered back, "Good night, friend," because true friendship doesn't disappear. Sometimes it simply finds a new shape.